is true that providing these tax credits to middle-class families and small businesses, that's going to cost some money. It's going to cost about $100 billion per year. But most of this comes from the nearly $2.5 trillion a year that Americans already spend on health care. It's just right now a lot of that money is being spent badly. So with this plan, we're going to make sure the dollars we make, the dollars that we spend on health care are going to make insurance more affordable and more secure. And we're going to eliminate wasteful taxpayer subsidies that currently go to insurance companies. Insurance companies are making billions of dollars on subsidies from you, the taxpayer, and if we take those subsidies away, we can use them to help folks like Lantoma get health insurance so she doesn't lose her house. And yes, we will set a new fee on insurance companies because they stand to gain millions more customers who are buying insurance. There's nothing wrong with them giving something back. But here's the bottom line. Our proposal's paid for, which, by the way, is more than can be said for our colleagues on the other side of the aisle when they passed that big prescription drug plan that costs about much as my health care plan, and they didn't pay for any of it and went straight to the deficit, and now they're up there on their high horse talking about, well, we don't want to expand the deficit. This plan doesn't expand the deficit. Their plan expanded the deficit. That's why we pay for what we do. That's the responsible thing to do. Now, so let me talk about the third thing, which is my proposal would bring down the cost of health care for families, for businesses, and for the federal government. So Americans buying comparable coverage to what they have today, I already said this, would see premiums fall by 14 to 20%. That's not my numbers. That's what the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office says. For Americans who get their insurance through the workplace, how many people are getting insurance through their jobs right now? Raise your hands. All right, well, a lot of those folks, your employer, it's estimated, would see premiums fall by as much as 3,000%, which means they could give you a raise